Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one thing that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
It's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his car on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Carr completes it, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up third.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
First and 10 at the 12.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Eason. Quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Gain of 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to
33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to line up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Eason on second down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Complete to Foster Moreau.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up... Fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 10, Colts 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
A second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Josh Jacobs incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs.
Carr's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run once more with Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Oh,
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 73 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
There he goes, left side. And they take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs 62 yards, and the Raiders are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Then I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down, here's Eason. slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it'll bring up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And Waller taking it in over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about if getting it done? Proud of it.
7 yards there and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Josh Jacobs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Carr. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On the return, it's Rodgers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Eason targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Pittman Jr.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason, and he'll find Pittman. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a pass swung on left to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Back to throw, Carr. And a slant held in by Rhodes. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Rhodes. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Eason and the Colts down by 4. A little under a minute 50 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Eason's pass.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Eason trying to hurry him up and get him set. He's back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason.